Dawgs podcast with your hosts, Blake Riniker, Justin Charles, John Nye, and Josh All.
Now we're on to the Jets. We're on to New York. So Jets coming into town. We're going to do a quick preview here. I'm hoping their defense is in we don't care mode anymore. I know they're coming off a game where they were up, gave it up, and they managed to go down and win. But I would like them to just kind of be like in coast mode. You know what I mean? Like,
nice.
Could you guys give up on the coach similar like the Chargers did against the Raiders a couple weeks ago? Like, I'm not. We've had it tough enough this year. Can we just give us like an easy clinch game at home so we can do it in front of Justin and the kids and just wrap this thing up early? Okay, I don't expect it to happen. I actually think they like playing for Robert Saleh, so that's how he's going to keep his job is by them still playing hard for him.
Yeah, we kind of talked about this in Discord earlier. The Jets have a top 3 defense overall in total yards allowed given up per game. They only give up 294.8 per game. That's third in the league. The Browns are 1, and I believe the Chiefs were 2. But I mean, this Jets defense is pretty damn good. 168.6 passing. That's second in the entire league. But they do give up 128.2 on the ground, which is 24th. So if we're going to beat them, that sucky-ass run game is going to have to do something on Thursday night. Now, they are just 2-4 on the road, which is good for us. And, of course, as usual, but their yards per game total, their passing, their rushing, everything is higher on the road. So we do have those going in our favor.
Yeah.
I'm worried that their defense is stout enough that if they force some turnovers, a pick 6 or something like that. Like, I don't know if we're going to go out and score 30 in this game. Okay.
Right.
So, I really want to, again, try to limit the turnover. Like this week's turnovers, they didn't hurt. You know, the one ended up going down to midfield. The other one was at the end zone at the end of the half. No turnovers on, inside our 20, no pick 6s. Don't give them any life because their offense is abysmal. And Zach Wilson's already been ruled out. It's Trevor Siemian.
Yes.
The defense at home against this offense and this offensive line, this should be
a feast.
Yes, this should be a bloodbath in terms of our defensive front against their offensive line.
It should be, but as far as their defense is concerned, tell us, who are you worried about?
Quentin Williams?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the guy that I got circled.
Him and one other dude.
The other guy is Breece Hall.
Oh, I was on their defense. I was talking about.
They said
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
He's going to follow Amari around.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
That'll be a matchup to watch.
I don't know their defense in terms of like, does he follow the best guy and stuff like that? But I'd imagine you're going to see a lot of Sauce Gardner on Amari. Why would you not put him on Amari? Because no other receiver on our team has really proven to be a guy you can go to.
So the stats on Sauce, 85 overall PFF grade. That's third in the NFL among cornerbacks. Good. He's only allowed 28 receptions this year on 48 targets, 58.3%, just 1 touchdown. Now he hasn't had an interception this season, so maybe we can keep that trend going. 52 tackles, 2 tackle for loss, 9 pass defense, a forced fumble. I mean, he's just a second-year dude, but he is a stud.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
He's so good. Elijah Moore, Tillman, and Njoku. I feel like I don't expect a big game out of Amari Cooper this game, if we're being 100% honest.
I think that's fair.
Because again, I think like he is going to be the guy that they're going to key to shut down. If they've watched the Browns the last 3 weeks since Joe Flacco, it's clear that that's who he's going to go to. I think Njoku could have a good game, though.
I did hear that where they are beatables over the middle, and tight ends do tend to have more success against the Jets passing defense than receivers. So yeah, this could be another big Njoku game.
Njoku had 6 catches, 40-some yards, and a touchdown against the Texans. And I mean, there wasn't a lot of targets to go around when half of them went to Amari Cooper, and he still managed to have a solid game. So I look for Njoku. Tillman, I think the future is bright for Tillman.
Me too.
Especially if the weak spot of their defense is going to be over the middle of the field, he can live there. I mean, he is a big-bodied, strong-hand receiver that doesn't seem to be afraid to go to those more dangerous spots of the field. Yeah. I liked what I've seen out of him, and Njoku could feast. But again, we got to get something out of the running game this week. 24th in the league against the rush. We have to average more than 1.7 yards per carry this week.
Yes, especially since that's where they're beatable. Ford's just got to be able to hit a hole and go, man.
If you're looking at their offense, the guys you got to be nervous about are Garrett Wilson,
Yes.
which we know all about him. Joe Flacco and him connected last year to beat us. It's still hard to think. We owe these guys one. Like this,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
after last year's debacle.
Yes,
Yeah.
we owe him one. And you mentioned Breece Hall. He's a stud.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
He's a stud. He runs hard. We can't arm tackle. If this guy gets to, if he breaks through that front seven in the secondary, I'm looking at like you, Newsome. We can't just come up and try to shoulder this guy down. First guy the ball has got to hit and wrap. And you got to hit and wrap low, and then the other guy's got to come in and clean up because this guy is the real deal. He's a stud.
He'll be their leading target getter. He'll be probably their leading receivers in terms of receptions. I don't know about yards, but I think he had 16 targets last week.
Yeah.
As a running back?
Right.
I mean, that's CMC stuff. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure he put up like 89 rushing yards and a touchdown. He had like another like 86.
Now, that's against Washington. They're very bad on defense.
And they were way ahead.
They're 31st in the league overall defense. So, yeah, the Browns, we've been able to shut down the run at home very well. I think the Jets' offensive line is so bad that he might break free on a couple things just based on pure talent alone. But overall, I think we'll be okay. I hope. But
I think the Browns are catching a huge break without having to play Zach Wilson.
There's an argument for that.
Because if anything, he's more mobile than Trevor Siemian. And just to put Zach Wilson, for all the flack he's caught, he's completing 61% of his passes, 8 touchdowns, 7 picks. So like he's like ultra conservative with the ball. He doesn't want to turn it over because I think he's gun shy because the New York media and the coaches just keep jerking him around, all kinds of stuff. But Trevor Siemian, on the other hand, is completing 52% of his passes this year, 131 yards a game, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. This guy averages 131 yards a game. I'm calling it, this could be a game where the Browns hold them to negative yards passing. Like we did the Bears once you take away out his sack numbers and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what you're saying.
Their net passing yards could be under 0 this week. I firmly believe, especially if Justin and 70,000 of his closest
Kenny
friends
Mack,
are bringing.
John Nye,
Yeah,
we're all going up.
The only way I see that not happening is if we get in a Texans situation where they're picking up garbage chunk plays. That's it.
Yeah.
But our starting defense, I'm very much with you on. This could be a negative, very low passing output for them.
Which I don't know if we'll be able to get into garbage time against their defense.
That's true.
Like I could see this being a low scoring, tight game. And I just don't know if they're going to be able to, unless the run defense just doesn't show up and we get bullied up front and Breece Hall goes off. But I just don't see that happening at home. The atmosphere Thursday night is going to be, it's going to be insane.
And it's the 46 jerseys, the white helmets. It's going to be
a chance to clinch a week
Right
early.
out the stadium. Let's
And
go.
Let's talk about the clinching a week early because we were talking earlier too. The nice thing about this being on a Thursday night right after your Sunday game with the opportunity to clinch is you get like a mini bye, they call it, right?
Yep.
Between your Thursday and your next Sunday. It's like 10 days off. It's a long stretch. You get a mini bye. And if you've already clinched and you know you're not going to get the number 1 seed or win the division, now you get like an extra long bye week, which the Browns could desperately use considering our bye was in week 5.
Yes.
We essentially, it was months ago we had our bye. So it's so nice that we have that out in front of us that, hey, we could get a much needed, like almost 3 weeks off essentially.
Here's the thing though, is if we win on Thursday, well, I guess, if we win on Thursday and the Dolphins beat the Ravens,
Still on the table.
you have to play your starters.
Yeah, then you have
Still
to.
on the
Yes.
table.
And you can scoreboard watch a little bit. And if the Ravens are up, 3 scores on the Steelers early or something, then you can start pulling guys. But if you head into Week 18 with a chance to get the number 1 seed, you have to play your starters still.
This episode is brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Browns fans, we got a great Christmas Eve gift from the Browns with that beatdown over the Texans. And if you missed out on getting Omaha Steaks holiday sale before Christmas, don't worry, because the gifts continue to flow at omahasteaks.com. Head over there and enjoy the end of season event, 50% off site-wide sale. And remember to use promo code DAWGS, DAWGS, when you check out to get an extra $30 off your order. These 50% off site-wide sales don't happen all year round. I know we just had the Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. We had the Christmas holiday special, and now we have the end of season event. But now's the time, guys. If you have not taken advantage of the 50% off site-wide at Omaha Steaks yet this season, this is it. Get there for the end of season sale ahead of the new year and get all these great deals, these great meats. I'm telling you guys, this is the absolute best value you're going to get for this quality of meat. It's unbelievable. The food is so delicious. I just talked to my brother over the holidays. I got him the top sirloin steaks for Christmas. They grilled them up the other night. Loved them. They've got chicken, brats, burgers, jumbo franks. The desserts are incredible. They've got ready to eat meals. They've got seafood, anything that you want. They've got it ready for you. And right now, 50% off site-wide end of season event. And like I said before, make sure you use promo code DAWGS, DAWGS, when you check out to get yourself an extra $30 off your order. We want to wish everyone out there a safe and happy new year as the Browns get ready to embark on a playoff journey in 2024. Minimum order may be required.
So, John, input anything in particular you're looking out for in this game? You're going to be up there. Are you going to wear white? It's a whiteout, guys. Are you guys going to be wearing white?
Oh, absolutely. I'm wearing 46 Nick Chubb.
Number 4, Deshaun Watson.
That a boy.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. I forgot I had white. I was worried about it. And I was like, oh, wait, I got that Deshaun jersey. So, yeah.
It's going to be a great time. It's going to be an absolute incredible. Go ahead, Biddy.
Thursday night football in Cleveland is, like, I think, like, my top 5 lifetime memories are all Thursday night football games. So, I don't have a lot to choose from. But man, atmosphere is going to be crazy. Home field advantage is going to be huge. Weather's not actually going to be that bad, I don't think. Man, I think it's going to be one of those games where we just kind of continue to put the league on notice. I think
did you see what Jay's saying here in the chat about no stay in 5th, go against the Jags?
Yeah, but if you're the number 1 seed, 1, you don't have to play in the wild card round. 2, you got home field advantage in round 2, and you automatically get to play the lowest seed.
Yes, there's not like a bracket that follows. It's depending on who wins what game and what seed they were.
The higher seed always gets to play the lowest remaining seed.
Right.
So,
if we don't win the division, we're not getting a home game.
That's the thing. Like, who are you worried about coming into Cleveland in the divisional round off of 2 bye weeks or a bye week?
I'm not worried about it.
You got to be the best.
We said in the Discord. Yeah.
There's a team that they could end up winning their division, actually. So there's a chance that could be like the Dolphins or the Bills, depending on what happens. Okay. But the Bills are a team I don't want to see right now. I would like to not see them until like a potential AFC Championship game, and the Ravens, obviously. Okay. I think those 2 teams and us are the 3 best teams in the AFC right now. I think the Dolphins can be very good any given Sunday, but they struggle against good teams. They're a little bit window dressing, and when it comes down to like a street fight, they don't always seem to.
They just lost Jalen Waddle, and we did the numbers in Discord before the show here. I won't go through them all, but Tua is not very good this season when under pressure, and we bring a lot of pressure.
Yeah. So, and to be honest, this might sound crazy. A team I'd love to see come to Cleveland.
Kansas City.
It's Kansas City.
Yeah. They are falling apart.
I think we would fucking destroy them. Like, I don't want to get too far out there. I don't see how they would score points on us. They can't score on anybody right now. Max Crosby's great, and he's not even in the world of Myles Garrett. Okay, and he just wrecked them. They would struggle. I don't know how they'd score on us.
Yeah,
it would take a Mahomes type effort like we'd never seen. And Kelsey is banged up. Their wide receiver core is awful. Now, I would love to give them payback.
Their defense is pretty good, but again, we've shown that we can go against good defenses, and especially with the way this air raid is happening right now. I'm excited to see what happens. This season is so much damn fun. Yes. What's coming up is going to be so much fun. I'm enjoying every second of it. Anybody out there who's worrying about ticky-tacky things or anything concerning next year and it's getting in your way of enjoying this season, you're missing out big time.
Yeah, what a season for the Browns. Again, I think we're one of the 3 best teams in the AFC right now.
And if somebody showed you our IR list, not even just the total injury list, just the IR guys, and said this is your IR list halfway through the season, you would never put that bet that we'd be in the top 3 teams.
I think the Ravens are clearly very, very good.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yep. I think Buffalo is really coming on strong, and they're finally running the ball, which makes their offense much more potent. And if they ever remember that Stephon Diggs is on their team, like
I'm sure he'll let them know at some point.
You know what I mean? Like he's gone like 6 or 7 games without 100 yards or something like that. But yeah, those are the 2 teams that I would be the most fearful of come playoff time. And then I don't think any team would want to see us the first playoff game.
No, there's no team that could say, "Oh, good, we got the Browns coming in."
Yeah,
there's no way.
No. So I think there's a lot of good stuff to come for the Browns. Hopefully we can clinch it up at home with you guys in attendance.
Absolutely.
I think this has a chance to be a low scoring, ugly, close game, but I think crowd plays a huge factor. I think Joe Flacco, a little bit of a revenge game for him because they didn't call him back this year. I think he's going to want to show them what they're missing when they're rolling out Trevor Siemian, and he might throw for negative yards, and Joe Flacco is hopefully going to be out here dicing it up. Hopefully we can get a bounce back game out of the run game. Hopefully Jerome Ford gets going a little bit, and hopefully we can get out of this game without any huge major injuries. Is Walker coming back anytime soon?
I saw he was not practicing so far this week either.
So
my guess would be no.
That makes me nervous in the run game a little bit.
Juan Thornhill might be back though, limited.
I think this game comes back to tackle Breece Hall, tackle Garrett Wilson in the open field, and then just if you pressure Trevor Siemian, I mean, we might have 5 turnovers this game.
Yeah, this could be a big sack numbers game.
Yep, and then offensively, just take care of the ball, Joe. Just take care of the ball, and if we have to win this game 3-0, I'll win this game 3-0 if that's what it takes.
Yep.
Okay. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Unless did we have a voicemail for this? I know Kenny said he left too.
Kenny did leave a voicemail. I'm glad you said that because I was going to completely forget.
Yeah. Man, oh man, guys, I am super pumped for this Thursday. And originally, when I got the tickets, I was pumped because I was going to see all these stars. I can't wait, to see Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson and like
Aaron
all
Rodgers.
the guys, the offensive line and everything. And then I got super concerned. 5 games in this year. I'm like, ugh, why do I got these tickets? Are we even going to be in the playoffs? We got no teams left. But you know what? Our Elite D did enough to break even on the road almost and get a winning record at home. And that's kind of got to be a recipe for most teams to want to get into the playoffs. Stefanski, man, he's got to be hands down coach of the year. Like I said, he beat every single candidate. So give it to him. Last but not least, kind of looks like we took care of the kicker punter situation. Question for you, though. Of all the free agents left, if you could sign one now, who would you sign? And guys, I am pumped to hang out with you guys this weekend. Pumped to be at the game. Me and my crew, we will be at the pit, so come and party with us. Let's go, Brownies. Clinch this mofo. Woo, 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 woo.
My dog.
My favorite part about starting the podcast is me randomly messaging the Ottawa Browns backers on Facebook when we first started, asking if I could post episodes in it. And this just random guy, Kenny Mack, messaged me back and said, go ahead. It was just the start of a beautiful friendship.
Now he's part of the show, and it's fun, man.
No, it's going to be a great atmosphere. Kenny's going to be in studio with us on Friday, so everybody who's a big Kenny Mack fan, make sure you guys tune in for that. We're going to do some virtual golf before it. It's going to be a good time on Friday. We're excited to see Kenny in town. Fatal Gnome, we appreciate the donation. He's a Discord member. He says, we are the best AFC team with 3rd, 4th, and 5th string starters. Built fucking different. That's my favorite. Yeah, we're built different, whatever it takes.
That might be a new shirt, too.
Yeah, that might be a shirt. I like that idea. Cleveland football, built fucking different. I
was thinking like Ford built tough, Browns built different. I don't know.
But we'll figure it out.
We got it.
If anybody's got a cool shirt idea, drop it in here.
Sure. We love doing those.
We appreciate you guys being here. This was a lively chat. Everybody except for Aaron, we appreciate you guys spending your time with us. Hopefully you guys all had a good Christmas. Hopefully everybody was safe, had a great holiday. John, first night in the books, being the camera operator. Let us know how you think he did. Should we give him? He's on a 10-day contract. Should we extend him? Yes. I think he did a good job from what I saw. all.
Oh, thanks.
We appreciate you guys being here, supporting the show, watching. Make sure you guys come hang out with us Friday. Hopefully talking about the playoff clinching win the Browns pull off Thursday night against the Jets. We'll have Kenny Mack in studio. We can't wait for that. Again, hopefully you had a great Christmas, and we'll see you guys Friday night.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Dawgs Podcast. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at the Dawgs Podcast. Get your thoughts on the show at thedawgspodcast.com.